All right.
So we've had some tough soft openings. That's what it's called, right?
Yeah,
So you called it soft opening.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And
cold open. I think it's called a cold open.
Cold open.
Either one.
Cold open?
Yeah.
You're a cold open.
No, this is just proving
Is that your response?
Yeah, this is just proving the fact that we still haven't figured it out.
So Jerry's been yelling at me
don't even know
all
what it's
night. All night.
No, I
Hasn't
haven't.
he been getting on me?
Yeah, basically. I'm wondering if he has anything good to share. No?
I don't have anything.
He wouldn't even let me talk to the guest. Dude.
Honestly, I don't even want to
Not
be
allowed
here
to
right now.
speak to him.
I don't even want to be here right now.
Yeah?
No, I just want to go home at this point.
Glad you're awake.
That's pretty typical.
Tell a story about you getting beat up today.
I did get beat up today. So yeah, so I had off today for Veterans Day. Salute. And I had both my boys, and we were, as men do, roughhousing, and my oldest one gave me a 1-2 combo.
Nice.
Right to the chin, and saw some stars.
Nice.
That's
And
sick.
I had to stop for a couple of seconds.
Then he had Hulk hands on, though,
And
right?
he had Hulk hands on.
I remember those things.
He had Hulk hands, and usually he's like light, but he got into it, and he laid it on me, and it hurt.
Me and my brother used to beat the shit out of each other with those things.
Yeah,
Dude, if I had some Hulk hands right now, I would definitely hit Jerry for all the shit that he's been fucking getting on me for.
I didn't say anything. Listen, it's not my fault. You're a sensei.
Now your kids are going to strong arm you for a higher allowance.
100%.
Give me the money, bitch.
Yeah, and you just take some swings.
Let's go.
That's it.
You have anything else to say, Jerry?
No, play the music.
All right.
Great song.
Welcome to Inside the U, the ultimate adult hockey podcast. I'm here with Larry Leisure,
Yo.
Jerry the Greek,
What's up, guys?
special guest, Rob Cella, Photo Rob.
Wow.
What's going on?
Long
The-
time coming, eh?
Yeah,
I know.
long time coming.
I thought you guys were going to have the Zamboni drivers in this show before me.
He's next week.
He's next week. You're going to make it this week.
So, all right. So, what is it? So, if somebody's the face of the league, what is Rob? Rob's the guy behind the lens. What is he?
All right, now
What's the?
this is exactly why I got upset pre-pod.
All right, because you got all that stuff.
We'll
worked
leave-
out.
we'll leave all that stuff to
You're
Jerry.
dipping into all about you.
All right,
All right,
whatever.
I'll piggyback off the intro here. Welcome to
Turn it
Inside
off.
the
We're
U,
done.
the ultimate adult hockey podcast. Each week we're bringing insider topics, special guests, and slight entertainment from the world of adult hockey with discussions and updates around the league. Like Steve said, I'm Larry, joined by Steve, Jerry the Greek, and of course, special guest, UAHL MVP, house photographer, Rob Cella.
The man.
Welcome, Rob.
Glad to finally be here. Glad to finally get invited. I should say.
Yes.
And of course, we got a bunch of other stuff to get into, including wrapping up the first round of U Madness.
It's madness.
It's going to get old quick.
No, it's not.
Sorry,
No, it's
it's
not.
result
Every
second
time.
time. dude.
And then we're previewing the next round, which is Sweet 16.
Yeah.
We're announcing / recapping our All-Star selections, going over the, what to expect. We're recapping Week 9, previewing Week 10, and much more. So before we get into that, I would like to ask you guys if you can do one thing and consider, leaving a question or comment on YouTube so we can get you guys involved. And with that being said, what's going on, boys?
What do you guys think about the live?
It was fun. Should do more.
I think we did good.
I liked it.
Yeah.
It went surprisingly well.
So unfortunately, Rob was driving while we were live, so you'll have to watch the recap.
Yeah.
It's
I will.
up there.
Safety first, boys. You can't be watching YouTube and driving down 55 at the same
Yeah, it's not a good idea. It's not advised.
We've all done it, but it's not advised.
Yes.
We're not promoting it.
Yeah.
I want to shout out to Walter Hyde, Dusty Beaver.
Yeah.
What's his name, right? Walter?
For what?
Walter, right?
For what?
time. They're just throwing random names.
No.
He left a comment on one of the YouTube videos, just
Oh.
kind of contributing about competition, refs, and stuff like that. Just wanted to let him know. Appreciate the feedback. We're always working on optimizing the competition
Yeah.
on ice, including officiating, stuff like that. That gets brought up a lot, but we're always working on it. I promise you all. I promise you, it is not negligence. Now, with that being said, I'm thirsty.
Tirelessly
We're thirsty.
working on it. Yeah.
We're thirsty.
Always working on it.
All right. Brew of the week time. All right. So the beer I wanted to get, I said I was going to bring it back this pod because this weekend is a weekend to pay tribute to the bravest men and women out there. And I guess this is a good thing, but I went to the liquor store and it was sold out.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's not bad. So I just want to shout out Freedom Beer, Freedom Brew, which is brewed exclusively for Freedom Brands by Pub Dog Brewing Company in Westminster, Maryland. So that beer is veteran owned and veteran operated. So every time you enjoy a Freedom beer, a portion of the proceeds are donated to causes helping active military and veterans in need.
Awesome.
So Veterans Day being, I guess this is this weekend. So uploading on what, Sunday?
Yeah, so
it was
yesterday.
It will be yesterday. Shout out to the veterans.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
A lot to play in our league, and appreciate everything you guys do.
Absolutely. So, all right. So Dusty's Brew of the Week is the one I did get is Crimson Skull, brought to you by Bonesaw Brewing Company, which is proudly brewed in Glassboro, New Jersey.
Yeah. They just opened up a brew house or like a restaurant-ish brewery right in the Deptford Mall.
Nice. Dude. Oh, for real? Yeah. Oh, I saw they were working on that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
You can see the big Bonesaw sign right from
I'm pretty sure we've done Bonesaw before, but never this beer.
Swoosh. We did.
Yes.
Yeah, that's like my second favorite beer.
All right. So this Vienna style red amber lager focuses on toasty biscuit and malt notes without being sweet, and it's a 5.8.
I definitely taste the biscuit.
Yeah, it's biscuity.
It's
You're
biscuity.
already drinking it?
Yeah, I'm already drinking it. Sorry, boy.
He's that guy.
You got a problem, dude.
Do you understand why I'm constantly yelling at him?
We can't get them on the same page for Dusty.
We haven't talked about what happened at the golf outing, so we will definitely
Get into that.
we will definitely recap that.
Yes.
Nothing happened, dude. Nothing
right,
happened.
Oh,
Go.
okay.
I did abandon you.
It's actually not bad. No, I thank you. If anything, I should have bought you more beer for abandoning me, but we'll get to that later.
That's
Nice.
funny.
It was
All right.
fun.
What do you
That's
guys
good.
think?
I love this.
Yeah.
Of course he does.
I love this a lot. Yeah.
There's a
absolutely.
big Vienna red.
I am.
lager guy.
I was wondering. I didn't want to go into it with any expectations, but
But you can taste the biscuits.
I don't taste biscuit.
It's
I don't taste the
biscuity.
gravy though.
Yes.
It's like milk bones.
I like
yeah, I feel like
I like the
it's a
can.
good compliment to beer.
cool red skull with sunglasses, some shades.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
Not the coolest Red Skull.
Not the coolest red skull, you said?
You don't know what Red Skull is?
No.
Nope. Come on. I'm not
So
even-
we've
You
been
have kids that beat you up with Hulk gloves. You don't know what Red Skull is.
No, what's
Oh
red
my
Come
skull?
on, man. All right. Never mind. Keep going.
I don't know what it is. All right, give me.
going.
You guys tell me. What do you think?
Oh,
7. That's
Right out the gate.
That's pretty good.
What do you think?
what do you got?
I'm going like 6, 7.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not. Like,
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of it.
I'm not loving it.
You guys are nuts.
What do you got, Blair?
Yeah.
So it's 5.8%,
Yeah.
which is high.
Yeah.
Kind of. No.
No? Okay.
No, not really.
I'm going 7.5.
Whoa.
It's good. I like this a lot.
Well, we
I'm not
got
gonna lie.
we got like 4 more in there.
Well,
You're going to have them. You can just keep taking with you.
You can take this too.
I'll stay consistent. I'll go with a 7. I'm
Yeah.
only an IPA guy, but it actually
Are you?
is- yeah, I mean,
these are right in my wheelhouse.
most of the IPAs that I've tried, like, will put hair on your chest like that
Yeah.
immediately, and this is like
Why do you think I was so lit up at the golf outing? I had about 10. That is an average score of 7.
Nice.
So not bad.
I think it's good.
Yeah, not bad.
Nice,
All right.
man.
So there you go. Check it out. It's there's something in the Deptford Mall in Glassboro, New Jersey.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a long
Glassboro.
drive to Hollywood tonight.
Right before Rowan, when you're driving, you get off 55 there.
Oh,
Rowan
right,
Saw's
right.
on your right.
Very cool.
Isn't in that new area they built, all the condos and townhouses?
No, so it's right when you. So if you get off, if you're coming up 55 north and you get off on exit 50 towards Glassboro, it's on your right, maybe a mile down the road. So right past like all the sports fields and the it's hidden in there. So you still got a little ways to go to get to Rowan, but it's right there and it's awesome. Like you go in there, it's beautiful in there, and they have some new stuff set up upstairs, like kind of like I don't know if you get married there, but it's kind of like that, kind of like a banquet area.
Nice.
It's nice. Yeah, good beer.
There you go.
Bonesaw is ready.
They sponsor a team over at Hollywood. Bonesaw Brewery.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
So
Yeah.
they're in the hockey community as well.
What,
Nice, dude.
I feel a lot
40
of
plus?
breweries
Yeah.
are doing that, sponsoring teams.
Yeah, they should, as they should.
Yeah, seems to be a major sponsor.
Well,
For a beer league, it only makes sense, right?
Yeah, exactly.
call us up. Maybe you could be Brew of the Week.
They are.
More
Twice, dude.
of them.
All right. Now I feel like the much anticipated.
Yes.
Get to it, buddy.
Let's get to it. All right, Rob, it's your turn, buddy.
Yeah.
go.
Since our conversation last night or the other night at the Hawks game, I've been highly anticipating it.
Okay. Well, I didn't want to set the bar too high, but
You already did.
all right, all about you. So let me just give the quick intro. Is our segment where we take a few minutes to ask our guests a couple questions, hopefully learn something about them, and possibly make them feel a little bit uncomfortable. but we'll see how that goes.
Bring it.
Okay, cut you under the table. To
Bring it.
So tonight we have yet another special guest. He is actually an OG of the U Crew who helped put the league on the map. I've heard people refer to him as the legend behind the lens.
There it is.
Fair.
So legendary that when he met Chuck Norris took a picture of him. So legendary that if you play rock, paper, scissors and you throw rock, he'll win with scissors.
All right.
Please welcome the man who can make the rustiest of players look like gold. The man who puts the Cella in your team's celebration. Our photographer extraordinaire, Robert Photorob Cella.
Let's go.
That was amazing. Hats off to you, sir.
That was good. That was good.
All right, so thanks for joining us, Rob, and welcome to you headquarters.
Yes, sir.
So excited to finally be here.
Yes, an inside look. All
I'll
right.
tell you what, I'll give you a lot of credit because nobody can flip the Chuck Norris thing around and actually be able to make it work.
Actually hit it.
And hit it.
It's natural.
All right. So I want to start off by asking, what came first, hockey or photography?
Hockey.
Hockey. All right, so let's start there.
Years.
How did you get into hockey, and then we'll roll into how you got into the photography part.
Hockey was just something I kind of fell into. Me and my brothers, all of our friends played hockey. We started off playing GT deck hockey, then went to Deptford Roller Skating Center, which is, I think, closed now, but it wasn't great back then. And then I think it was my sophomore into junior year that summer, I started playing ice hockey.
Nice. So the deck hockey, you were a Panther? Was it the Panthers, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Well,
Yeah.
I technically started off as a Mighty Duck, ironically.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Yeah, my son plays there now, actually.
Is he a Panther?
He's, well, yeah, they're like the Panthers, but like when you're little, they have like different teams. He was the Avalanche last year, but yeah, it's
Dude,
part
when
of
I started playing, none of the outdoor rinks even existed.
No.
It was all at the rec center. in
Dude, have you
Blackwood.
been there lately? It's nice. They have lights. They play under the lights and stuff. They have
Oh, yeah.
three
They've
rinks.
got 3 rinks.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I was one of the first teams that played on the first rink.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. All right. So when you let's go back into the, so how'd you get into photography?
In general, or photography, concert, or hockey?
Well, just photography, like your interest in photography.
Dude, honestly, it started off as a Mother's Day gift.
Okay.
I had never had a preconceived notion how I want to get into photography. My mom had 2 dogs, and she had talked for a long time about, getting photos done. She didn't want to pay a photographer because they're not cheap. So I had a little bullshit point and shoot camera, took some pictures of the dogs, threw in some frames, and she loved it. And I was like, not bad. All the photos weren't focused. They actually looked good. I was like, all right. And then I just started taking pictures of, whatever, just have it with me. And then years later, got like an actual semi-professional grade camera with detachable lenses, and it just snowballed into where we're at now.
Nice. And then how'd you get into the hockey field, I guess?
Again, by total chance.
That's how it works.
Yeah, right?
Dude,
That's how it
like,
works.
you're not expecting it. But now, one of my good friends, Chuck Pratt, he actually plays over at Pennsauken. He had hit me up shortly after I moved back and checking for charity. He was looking for photographers. So I've never shot hockey. I didn't know what to expect. Went out there, I shot. It was 3 days. I only shot Saturday at Hollydale. And, I took a lot of photos, more than I probably anticipated, but I loved it. And then, randomly I got a message on Instagram. I'm sorry, after the tournament, I had a couple guys hit me up for photos. And then this one guy hit me up and was like, hey, man, really loved your photos. I'm starting a men's league. I wanted to use some of your photos for the website.
Nice.
I swear to God, I had my phone in my hand, and my exact words are, "Who the fuck starts a men's league? Like, how does that even happen?" And I was like, "I'm like, do I charge him because he's promoting something?" I was like, "Fuck it." And I was like, "Yeah, dude." And then I think it was the night the Phillies clinched to go into the World Series. You messaged me again about, hey, we're starting this league up. This was like 2 or 3 months after the fact.
Yeah.
And, would you be interested in being our photographer? And here I am sitting at UAHL headquarters drinking
Holy fuck.
Crimson Skull.
Inside the U. All right. All right. So,
Who starts a men's league?
Yeah, right. That's what I expected. That was hilarious.
oh my goodness.
Holy shit.
So yeah, like you said, so now you're actually doing like team highlights and stuff like that. So obviously you're at the games, you're taking a lot of pictures. How many pictures do you actually take during one? And like, what's the percentage you actually use? Yeah.
So that has changed dramatically since the first couple months. I guess it was technically the first season. So when I went out there, I was shooting whole games. So I would just be nonstop shooting from start to finish, first to third period. I'd probably walk out it with 600 or 700 photos per game.
Man.
Wow.
Which is a shit ton.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, I'm sure you guys can attest to this. The turnover rate on shooting 3 games a night, averaging that many photos, it's not fast, even as much as I tried. So the start of this season, I started getting the system of doing 15 minutes or a period and a half of each game and only doing roughly 300 photos.
Okay.
Of 300, what do I give you guys? Maybe like 180?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the photos, I have my cameras set up on burst. So
Yeah.
I hold it and it's like 40 photos a second.
Just to make sure you get something in that moment.
So,
Well,
I mean,
do you take a lot of time touching the pictures up? Like how many hours do you spend doing that?
I don't want to hear it.
yeah. I mean, yeah, it's,
And do you charge by hour?
Proprietary information, Jack.
yeah, man. It was taking a while, and then I started making presets.
Yeah.
Which I just apply, fine tune a little bit of here and there. For the majority of the time, it's not like when I shoot concerts where the lighting's changing, you have smoke and shit's moving around. The lighting's always the same, except, and I couldn't figure this out. It took me about a month to realize it. But if you guys notice, when you're playing at the rinks, all the lights in the center of the rink are on. But when you go in the corners, all the perimeter lighting is off.
Yeah.
So the exposure changes within 3 feet. And that's, I have one preset for overexposure, one for underexposure, and just try to get it dialed in.
Yeah, we can probably get him to turn those lights on.
That would be amazing.
Should've told me that, dude. It's easy.
I didn't think
It's
about
even
that.
worse when I do video because I can't. It's not still. I can't adjust. Like I'm basically done the Norwalls video, but there was a clip where the guy was giving fist pumps to everybody coming on the ice. He's dark, like really dark. But when I try to adjust the exposure, the rest of the rink is over or under.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, oh, fuck it. It's gotta let it ride.
Tricks of the trade.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
dude.
Can-
It sounds like you're getting better and better and making it simpler and it's becoming easier as you go. Like you're learning.
Well, I mean,
things,
like
yeah.
I don't know if you remember this, but the day we did the promo shots with Bascal, like basically day one, we were leaving. You're like, oh, by the way, do you do video? I'm like, fuck. I'm like, I can learn now.
Yeah, seriously,
mean?
that's exactly what you said.
You did.
And I
dude.
was like, shit, because I know video. Like I know a lot of people that do video, and they say it's a very tedious, daunting task. And when you have to learn not only how to set the camera up, how to shoot video, but then how to edit video, and it was a lot. But I was like, you know what, fuck it, man.
I can feel that.
It's so funny, bro. We were
feel
like,
that.
shit, how are we gonna do like video? We were like, Rob could probably do it.
So that's actually a perfect segue into my next
shit.
question. I wanted to talk about the video. Like you started, like I said earlier, you started team highlights, right? Which I think are coming out great.
Thank you.
Commendable job. Tell me a little bit about the process. Like how long does it take to edit? And how did you learn? Like how did you teach yourself? Did you teach yourself? You ask someone? You just
Honestly, everything that I do behind a camera, I'd say 98% of it is learning on the fly, learning as I go.
Yes, sir.
I mean, the other percent is YouTube. I mean, you can build a fucking house watching YouTube.
yeah.
And then the other thing is just talking to other photographers. Like, what do you do? What do you look at? And what's your kind of editing process? Like editing for photographers, videographers is kind of like that's my thing. So not everybody's very open to share. It might give you little tidbits, but not to give you your process because, the way you edit is like your fingerprint.
Absolutely.
Oh, I
So-
got you.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
give away the tricks of the trade.
Yeah. I mean,
Like a
there's,
secret society.
To themselves.
Yeah.
For themselves, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the art. You
Yeah,
know?
I love the video. I love
Yeah.
the latest one you did for the Koopas, the music that you chose.
Dude,
the-
You like that?
yeah. But the best part was when it was in front of the net and everybody was just like clawing at it.
Bro,
Yeah.
I didn't even realize it until I like clipped it out, listened to it. Oh,
Yeah.
it's fucking perfect.
It was so funny. That was so
I
cool.
seriously scoured YouTube for 2 days to find the perfect music because I knew exactly what I wanted, and it was all a lot of stock audio from the games and whatnot. Like even the intro, the intro's from I think it was like Bowser's Castle, which was like an N64 game or something like that.
Yes.
So I wanted to keep that theme going, and it wasn't until probably this afternoon when you guys posted the video, and I'm watching it, and I was like, shit, I never actually gave credit to the band that I used. It was 5 guys, and it was a whole medley of all these different Mario Brothers themes.
Yeah,
like the underwater theme, the castles.
I was like, where did Rob find this, dude? This is incredible.
all the sound effects. So
Yeah, it was so cool, and it went perfect. It was just with that moment, and it just like sped up, and I was like, "This is great."
yeah,
That's awesome.
it was. I think the whole clip, the audio clip, was 3 minutes and 50 some odd seconds. So I literally had to sit there and dissect each section and figure out where I wanted to put it.
Yeah.
I really wanted to implement I don't know if you guys remember Mario 2 or 3 when underwater.
Yeah.
I was like, I want to use it, but I can't fit it.
Which one was the raccoon? That was 3, right?
Yeah.
that was 3. Okay.
And then my main goal was to get that the theme when you hit the flag at the end.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
come
yeah.
out of the flagpole.
Do-do-do-do,
Yeah, exactly.
do-do-do-do.
And have that as the end.
Love it.
That's good.
Holy shit!
All
Dude,
right.
I'm gonna talk more about what Rob has been publishing. But if you are wondering where those videos are on our YouTube, do have a Team Spotlight playlist. You can go check out all Rob's work there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring that up again, but I just wanted to shout that out because they are incredible.
They're very good. Very good.
Very
All right.
good.
So I want to dive back into photography.
Yep.
So you mentioned that you do concerts as well.
Yes.
So was that before or after hockey?
That was way before. I started
before.
shooting. My first concert was in February of 2017.
Okay. How'd you get into that?
Again, by chance. Again, the whole photography thing kind of really became a part of my life, and I was really trying to figure out like what to really do with it. I mean, it was a hobby more or less. And then it was right after we moved to Florida, we went to a concert, and somebody was walking in front of us through security, and she took her bag off and opened it, and there was a shit ton of cameras. I was like, oh, that would be fucking awesome to shoot concerts. I mean, I up until that point, I'd been to a lot, probably 80 or 90. And then from that point, getting into concert photography took probably 3 years. Because the big thing about that is when you reach out to a publicist, like, hey, I want to shoot your band, they don't give a shit about a photo gallery. No one wants a photo gallery. What they want is someone to write about the show to help promote the band, the tour, and the show.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, getting into photography, I knew photographers, let alone anybody that worked at a magazine or a website.
right.
And then it was Christmas of 2016. My ex-wife gave me an envelope, and I opened it up, and it was a meet and greet with August Burns Red. They're actually from Lancaster.
Shout out.
Oh, yeah. And I was like, oh, that's awesome. I was happy with it. And I put it back in the envelope. She's like, did you actually read it? I was like, I thought I did. And I pull it out, and I'm looking. And at the bottom, where I thought was like all like the payment information, was actually a copy of an email she had sent August Burns Red's management about, hi, my husband's an aspiring concert photographer, but he can't get a photo pass, blah, blah, blah. Would it be possible to get him a photo pass as part of this Christmas gift? Little did she know she was talking to J.B. Brubaker, who is the guitar player and also the manager.
Nice.
He's like, absolutely, we'll hook him up. Photo pass, first 3 songs. And that night, I think there was 5 bands. So I want to say it was February 11th of 2017. I got in there, and I went and rented like over 300 hours worth of gear. I mean, I had no idea if I'd ever shoot a show again, so I wanted to make it, worth it. And it was a life-changing experience.
So sick, dude.
I love that. I
So
love those
sick.
stories.
Did she send him like some samples or just word of mouth
It was
type
just
thing? Just
those guys,
a cool
like-
dude that just said, "Come on board."
Yeah, everybody in August Burns Red, I mean, they're a metalcore band, but they are the nicest, most down-to-earth people, let alone musicians, I've ever met in my life. Like, if you met them on the street or at a bar, you would have no idea they're anybody.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And that's, great.
Dude, I used to be obsessed with August Burns Red too. And every time you go on Facebook and you've had Facebook for so long and you don't even realize like the people you were following and stuff like that, random people just pop up. Every now and then I get, a notification that like they're posting and stuff like that. And I was like obsessed with them in high school. I
Dude,
love
I'm
that
shooting
shit.
them in December.
Yeah.
They're doing every December.
I saw you posted something. Yeah.
Christmas Burns Red, so it's like a 2-day festival.
Yeah.
So I'll be up there for 2 days.
Was that that was your kind of, you were a big fan before that.
I've been a fan of August Burns Red since they came out.
Yeah.
And that was 2004.
What's the one album with Mariana's Trench on it?
Messengers.
That whole album, I used to listen to it just constantly.
Ironically, the first concert I shot was the 10th anniversary of that album, and that was the tour, the Messengers 10th anniversary tour.
Yeah, it's fucking sick, dude. I used to love them. Absolutely.
Never heard of him, but I will.
Of course not.
I will listen.
Let me ask you a question. Have you ever heard of Yanni?
The pianist? Yeah.
Who just by coincidence is Greek.
Yes, he is.
Jan.
Yanni at the Acropolis, dude. Look it
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
Fucking rager.
Of course I know that. That's funny. All right. Back to hockey. Number 88. Is that your number?
I knew that was going
fan?
to come up.
I saw you play just once. I know
Yeah.
you played at Hollydale, right? And then now you're playing for, remind me.
I'm basically a hockey prostitute. Whoever.
Who are you on right now for the U? Thundercats.
Well, so I played. I'm a sub.
Okay.
Essentially, I played 2 games with Thundercats, 1 game with Plugs, and then I'll play a game with Dexter Bruns tonight.
Okay.
So, and what's funny is you brought up the 88. When Alfie handed me the jersey, I was like, "Fuck." And my friend Mike had taught. He actually came out to watch the game, and afterwards he's like, "What the fuck, 88? I almost walked the fuck out of here." So I mean, there's nothing against 88, but I mean, there's some numbers that like you look at and they're like, it's Lindros, Kane, some people wear 99, which I don't agree with. I think you're on the same page.
I do. Yes.
But anyway, I was like, all right, whatever. But normally, if I had my choice in the matter, if I play out defense or wing, I usually pick 20, and if I'm in net, I'm 30.
Oh, you play goalie too?
Do you really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Very
I played
cool.
goalie up until I moved to Florida. I sold my pads because I needed the money, and it was just, less shit to bring down.
Yeah.
And when I moved to Florida, it was 6 years. So when I was living up here, I was playing 4 times a week between roller and ice. And then when I moved to Florida, nothing for 6 years. And like every summer we would drive up and I'd bring my gear and I'd go do open at skate zone for an afternoon or whatever. But I love playing goalie.
What do you like better, roller or ice?
Ice. That's not even a question.
Yeah, 100%.
That's good.
Absolutely.
All right, cool.
Especially playing goalie.
Yeah. Okay. Very cool. All right. So, is there any other hobbies you have outside of hockey or photography? For instance, do you play any other sports or collect anything? Like I was down in Steve's basement and
That's a
walking
scary
around.
thought.
Yeah. And he has an impressive collection of these old Victorian dolls and dresses. Yeah.
You're one of those guys?
Yeah, it's kind of weird, but I'm not here
Oh,
to
my
judge.
God.
He makes stuff up every podcast.
I'm not. Listen, if anybody wants to go into his basement, it's lined all across the shelf like these.
We got fucking
Victorian-
Annabelle sitting in the corner.
Yeah, it's really weird, but
Come up with
like so, and anything like that.
Not to cut you off, but I have a burning question. Like, do you dress up like the dolls? Like, do you share wardrobes?
I hate you.
Like, how weird do you get?
We're
with these
convinced.
things?
We're convinced that Jerry projects his weird hobbies onto us to deflect. That's where he comes up with this shit. If you're wondering,
It's just a little. You guys
he
know
listens to
about the
Celine
commissioner.
Dion. He attends tea parties and he collects dolls.
Listen, it's not me. I'm just saying what I say. So I like to give our guests an example, just because I know sometimes it's hard to come off the top of your head. About you. So
You
I
would
wanna
think
give it some-
hobbies is an easy question, but it never is.
It never
Go ahead,
is.
Rob. Sorry.
Oh yeah, we're
So,
gonna
yeah.
go back.
Go back to reality.
Other hobbies. Play guitar.
Nice.
Yeah, I play guitar for about 24 years, almost as long as I've been playing hockey.
Sick.
I think it might have been the same year actually.
Bass or
Like 6-string guitar.
Do you have like the flying V guitar?
See, like it's funny because like with guitars, I kind of associate that with like the numbers. When you see a number on somebody, you expect that person to play to a certain ability.
Yeah.
Same thing with guitars, like a flying V. To me, if I see someone holding one, you better be able to shred. Just absolutely rip it.
Yes.
I will never own a V
yeah.
because of that.
It's funny because when I started playing, I told him that I wanted to be number 10. Steve's like, you better step it up if you're number 10. I was like,
But
Yeah, you
why?
gotta be good to wear 10.
Who reps number 10? Let me hear it.
Playlock? Playlock?
No.
John LeClaire,
I didn't know. So
Who do you
that's why-
think is the greatest hockey player to ever
10.
wear number 10?
Pavel Bure.
Yeah, my man. There you
There
go.
you go. I didn't know
I
that.
love
But
Bure.
What number did he change to?
96.
He knows.
he's good.
He's a hockey nerd.
Do you know why 96? I will be blown away if you know this.
I do know this.
Go way back in.
Hockey nerd.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
I
didn't.
just read about this maybe a year ago.
I had zero idea.
He changed it back to 10, though. He went to 96. Fuck, what did he do that for? Tell me, because
dead
that
air.
would blow my mind.
As long as what I read was accurate, he became an official U.S. citizen in 1996.
Oh.
Again,
not what I-
That's not ringing a bell?
I got that off the internet. So take that for
why
what
you
must
Be
changed
true.
I forget why he changed it.
So that's our second guest that played guitar. Brian, who we had last
we started
week.
UAHL
said he
band.
put-
Oh,
right.
yeah.
He said
And
he
what's
played
funny is
guitar.
that I've played, he was talking about doing shows at
Snack
the
stands?
rink. I did a couple shows at a bowling alley.
Oh,
Yeah.
look at that.
That
Yeah,
sounds a little
that's-
more like
Normal.
when he
yeah.
said
Snack
snack
stand.
bar at the I was like, what?
I've never heard I want to say the weirdest, but I guess the craziest place I've ever heard of his show was at a Denny's.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting.
Wasn't there for it, but
That's pretty interesting.
All right, I found the answer because it was bugging me. So the Canucks signed Alexander McGillney, who wore 96. So he went back to. So he had a bunch of injuries wearing number 10, superstition, changed to 96.
But why 96? So why did he change to 96?
I think from what
for what
from
his
what Rob
reason.
said,
But he
and
went
then
back.
he went back because he was hurt, and then they signed McGillney, who wanted to wear that number.
I thought McGillney was 21 at one point.
That's what it says. I'm not sure. I guess for the Canucks, yeah, for that. But yeah, I don't know. But
Yeah,
he had his
I mean,
worst
I've-
seasons wearing number 96.
I've
so
been
I
a
think he
Flyers
changed
fan my entire life. My very first Flyers game, let me see Flyers history here. March 3rd, 1993. What was so
Significant about that?
significant about that
it.
game?
I was 5, so
So I guess this is to you, Jerry.
I'm
You're the
not
only
a-
one that might have been of age.
But I'm not a Flyers fan,
93.
so I
mean,
don't
the
know.
Canucks won Stanley Cup.
I was 8, by the way.
94 was Rangers. The year before was Canucks.
This wasn't
Or
like
no,
like a
Canucks-
postseason.
No,
This was a
Canadians won
regular
before that.
season game.
I have no idea.
March 3rd, 1993. I'll give you a hint. It involved the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Something to do with Yager. No, because I'm sorry, it was.
Lemieux?
Has something to do with Lemieux.
It did what? For what was the
First
question?
game back or something?
Yes.
Oh.
It was
Wait.
his first game back from cancer.
Oh,
his
yeah,
cancer
yeah,
treatments.
I gotcha.
There you
Yeah,
go.
he actually, nobody even knew. He just showed up to the
Oh, that's-
game.
that's
Because
kinda
nobody
cool.
in the organization knew he was even going to play. Just they're walking in the locker room and there he is getting suited up.
We owned
wow.
it at that point, right?
Pretty much. I mean,
Yeah.
I think he had like 2 or 3 weeks of chemo.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm saying he owned the Penguins at that point, right? Or no, was that late? That was his return when he came back later on.
Yeah, that was his second go.
He had like 2 or 3 goals in that game.
He
right?
scored the first goal of the game against Dominic Roussel.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
What a game back, huh?
Yeah.
Well, that's a big deal coming back from that.
Yeah.
And he was still just as good as he always was.
Yeah.
He was
I think like him and Gretzky, like there's always some kind of conversation. Oh, would they be as good as they were then in this league? I don't think so. Only because I think you have these generational players that are just so advanced to the league they're in at that time that you can't move people around.
That's where they belonged.
Right.
That's where
Exactly.
they belong, right there.
I mean, the way their skill set was so much greater than any goalie that you could have put in front of them. And that's why they were so successful. But what's crazy about Gretzky is if you took away all his goals, he would still have the most points in NHL
with
history
assists.
just with assists.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
crazy.
That's insane.
We actually have a side bet going on, which I think I'm going to win, by the way.
He's struggling this
I
year.
know
kinda
he's struggling.
fucking-
So he said that Ovechkin was going to beat Gretzky's goal record, and I was like, "There's no chance. He's getting older. The game is getting faster. I don't think he's keeping up, and that's showing true this season."
Just
So-
this season. Before that, when you said it, he still scores 40 goals a year.
Jerry, more hockey IQ than Steve.
Yeah.
No.
Well,
He just is having because he's got a
he's so
bad
mad.
team.
Look how mad he
He's
is.
got a bad team around him.
Yeah.
He's not getting as many opportunities.
Well, that's true too.
But he'll get there.
like I agree with Steve.
You think he'll? You
But I
think
see
he'll-
where you're coming
Yeah.
from. But I think that he's close enough to where he's not going anywhere.
He's not
And
gonna
it's just
stop
gonna
until
be
he
a
gets
matter
it.
of time
Yeah.
before he gets it.
Yeah. So So the bet is, I will get him a official Ovechkin jersey. Ooh. And this was before the U. So now that I have a credit card, this is more likely to happen.
P card it right off.
Authentic Ovechkin jersey, by the way.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
That was
but
a
let me
debate.
ask you, which jersey?
I wanted the.
Yeah, you sent me a
Yeah, I
picture.
sent it
but
to him. It was like it was like a. It was either alternate or reverse retro, like
I
the
forget.
blue.
With the W in the middle?
Yeah, the most recent one, the most reverse retro.
I think
one.
it was a W. It
I
was a
wanted
big
that
W
one.
in the middle, and
Yeah, I like that one.
I wanted the Rangers Gretzky jersey.
Rangers?
I'm a Rangers fan.
All right,
I'm a
makes
Rangers
sense.
fan.
That's right.
Yeah,
Ew.
I know, but I
But
wanted
when
that.
you guys think Wayne Gretzky, what team do you associate him with most?
Oilers.
Oilers, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But
Like
he
for me-
he retired as a Ranger, so
Right.
I'm like, yes.
But for me, it was
Let's
I always
go.
associated him with the Kings, only because
Ooh,
when
true.
I first
Started watching.
absorbed hockey, he was a King.
was a
I
King,
actually didn't
yeah.
know anything about the whole Edmonton shit show. Do you
Yeah.
know what they traded him for?
cash and
A dryer.
$1 million? Yeah. No, we're not talking about
a lot.
we're not talking about the Michigan tropics. We're talking about
75.
yeah,
it was $1 million, and I think
bunch of players,
7 or 8 players.
yeah.
Oh.
And then he took Marty McSorley with him because that's his protector.
Yeah.
He went to the Kings with him.
Yep.
That was his he had
Dude,
to have him with
worth
him.
it.
Yeah,
totally worth it.
Yeah. I will debate that Gretzky would be. I think he would be just as good in today's league.
Now,
I think if you just say, I don't know what year he was born, but say he was born where he was of age in this time, he would have grew up in this newer style, and he would have adapted to that. You got to think better sticks.
I was
better
just about to
skates,
say equipment.
That's true.
Equipment
Well,
goes
that's a
with them.
different,
Better-
that's a different angle, though.
better diet, better medical.
Because
everything.
if you just took
Better dental.
his professional skill set, if you just took his professional skill set and transplanted it to this time, I think he'd probably tell you it's not the case. But if he grew
think
up around this era, then yeah, it's different.
But when you watch Gretzky, he wasn't like a crazy athlete. His hockey IQ was just out of this world.
Yeah.
Like he was, like they always say, like he kind of went. He knew where the
He knew
play
where it
was
was gonna
going
go.
before it was going. I think that's something that you can translate to
yeah,
just
true.
about any.
Because you
time.
can't teach that.
You can't teach. Well, yeah. I mean, he just and the amount of hours.
No, it's quick
all
thinking.
just about hours, dude. Like this kid's probably had 10,000 hours of playing hockey by the time he was 10.
yeah.
So like you got to imagine, same thing. He probably
That's
would have
it.
been. And I will say, I think Lemieux was better than Gretzky.
I think Lemieux was a better all-around player. I mean, his goals and assists. I think the assists still outweighed the goals, but I think it was more. I'm trying to think of the word. Consistent than Gretzky.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, well, Lemieux was hurt all the time, man. He just wasn't.
Yeah, the cancer's a bitch, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but it wasn't.
When that sneaks up on you.
It wasn't just that. He got hurt quite a bit, and then he took off. But I think Gretzky stayed pretty healthy. He had protectors.
I was
He had
about to say,
big
because
things.
Gretzky never really got into it. And he was so freaking quick, man.
Yeah,
but-
I mean, he nobody touched him for obvious reasons.
Yeah, they knew.
It's like Tom Brady, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
you
people
know.
were like,
Yeah, but I mean, the Tom Brady thing, like the way the league manufactured the rules around Tom Brady, they didn't do that for Gretzky.
Yeah.
The rules never changed. The only time the rules ever really changed was after the 74-75 season with the Broad Street Boys.
yeah, of course.
There was a documentary where the rule book started off that thick, and then after that last season, it went to like the size of a textbook.
yeah.
funny.
I can say that's the same thing with the U. It's growing every season.
That is very true, though.
You got to adapt
Yeah.
to that as you go.
But let me ask you all a question: who do you think has been the most Gretzky-esque player in the last 10 years?
In the last 10 years?
Crosby, maybe?
Not, I mean,
I'd say Crosby in the mid 2000s, like when
Yeah.
the first 5 years he was in the league.
I don't know. Who's like a Gretzky type player? Gretzky's kind of more of a passer, not a scorer. I don't know.
Still has a lot of goals. Ovechkin ain't getting there.
Yeah, I mean,
See, I would look at Ovechkin as more of an Eric Lindros player. He's got the body. I mean, there's very
Toughness.
few people that had that frame and could still do everything that the smaller guys could.
Yeah.
he's definitely the best goal scorer of all time. That's no doubt.
Ovechkin?
Yeah, regardless of whether he breaks
Yeah.
the record or not, there's nobody who can
Yeah.
score goals like
I mean, have you ever seen a sicker goal than what he scored on Boucher?
When
Yeah.
he fell?
Yeah, when he fell.
when
over
rookie,
the back.
Yeah, that was
rookie
ridiculous.
year, yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
Doing that in the league. All right. It's time for our knuckle puck question.
All right.
All right.
This is honestly what I've been looking forward to. The most. So-
I don't know if this is my best effort. This is where I struggled a little today.
okay, but do you have a backup question if this one doesn't
No,
pan out?
no, we're just going to roll with it.
Just winging it. All
Yeah. All right. So, would you rather go into the scariest haunted house right at the point where you have to take the most killer deuce,
Wait, what? See, all right.
or
Go ahead.
or
That was good.
go on a roller coaster 10 times in a row while holding back a full bladder? So, scariest roller coaster when you got to take a shit.
I'm going to go in the haunted house because
Haunted
I've
house.
never been in a situation where I've been scared to the point where I almost shit myself.
But you're about to shit
that's-
yourself anyway. Like you're ready to go. You're clenching, turtle head popping. Like you're ready to go, and you got to go into this haunted house.
Damn.
Scariest haunted house.
The thing
ever.
is, yeah.
Okay,
I was gonna say
ever.
haunted. Okay, so ever, I don't know.
All right, so
Like,
if we're going to look at it
haunted.
like this, if I'm going to go into a haunted house where everybody's jumping out and scaring,
yeah.
what's more scary? A guy jumping out dressed up in makeup or a guy shitting in a dark corner?
Well, if you get scared.
Yeah.
But it could
You
be
can
a
just let
real
that thing
haunted
go,
too. It could be like real ghost shit. Like I can't do that. I think I would do the roller coaster 10 times with a full bladder. Because if I pee myself, then it could dry. Like I'm cool with it. But
Yeah, but then you're fucking up everybody behind you, next to you. At least if I shit in a corner in a haunted house, it's just me and whoever's decides to participate.
so
I guess.
you're good with shitting yourself.
Holy
All right, Steve, what do you think?
I go on the roller coaster.
10 times in a row without getting off, full bladder, bumpy, everything, the whole nine.
I piss myself the first ride. By the 10th ride, it's probably dry.
It's probably dry because of the wind. Air
I
dry.
like- I like your strategy.
Let's
Ooh,
go.
that's a good one.
That's a good point.
What do you think?
Having to pee and not being able to pee is like the worst feeling.
And you're strapped
ever,
in. You're
ever.
strapped in.
Yeah,
Like
Larry
he-
left the podcast
You guys-
one time because he had to pee.
And do you
Very
remember when
true.
we went to the Eagles game? I was like, I literally can't. I can't sit back here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
You literally got out of traffic in the middle of the road to go pee. True. That is
I'm not
very
sitting
true.
there having to pee. It's the worst feeling ever.
You jumped right
With
out
that being
guy.
said, I'd rather piss myself than shit myself. So
in a haunted house. But it's dark. Like
What
he
about
said.
you, dude?
Oh, I said it. I would piss myself. I hate haunted houses anyway, so I wouldn't go in there.
So I'm the lone deucer of the group.
the low deucer.
But he can enjoy the rest of the haunted house after he gets that out.
I guess, but how do you enjoy?
I
haunted
might,
houses?
but everyone
I hate-
behind me won't. Funny story.
Yeah.
I didn't shit myself, but if you were there, you probably would have thought I did. I was.
Just
roll with it.
This is public. Just so you know.
I swear to God, this is an honest to God true story. I was at Universal Studios. I was waiting in line for Spider-Man the Ride, dead of summer. And if you've ever been to Florida, August, actually, probably anywhere from May through November, it's just not where you want to go. It's hotter than the surface of the fucking sun. But anyway, here I am. I'm just crammed in this little corral going through all these rooms and everything. I had to fart so bad. And I held it. I was like, I can't. And I got to the point where, have you guys ever been on Spider-Man the Ride?
Yeah.
Okay, so you walk through the building, you come outside for a moment, and then you kind of walk in the main doors of the Daily Bugle. There's like trophy cases on either side, and then in the middle of the room, that's where the corral kind of goes zigzag.
Where all the
back and forth.
computers are and stuff. It's
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm thinking,
We just went. That's why.
but you don't know who Red Skull is.
No.
It's just so fucked.
I don't know who Red
okay.
Skull is.
So I'm standing there, my stomach is turning, and I was like, all right. I'm looking around. I had some space behind me, and I was like, all right. And I just kind of like let it rip. I kind of turned around.
Did you cough or anything to hide it?
No, I mean, there was thousands of people.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, shit.
Does everybody start screaming, dude?
Not yet. So
Not
it
yet.
happens, and then I'm sitting there, and then
shit.
I mean, I was there with my ex-wife, and she was like, "You didn't." I was like, I don't know." She's like, did you fucking fart?" I was like, "Yeah." Within seconds, people behind me, which happened to be one of those large tourist groups from like another country,
Nice.
they're like, and then it was like a chain reaction.
Oh, that's
I
funny.
was like, "Oh my god."
Oh my
You
god.
should have done the same thing. Like, oh my god, I know.
Dude, I was mortified at first, but then after a while, I was like, "Fucking right." I was
Yo, holy shit.
I just
That's
imagine them
hilarious.
just
bro.
fucking screaming. And
Oh
like
my
panic
God.
going on.
At least you brought Reese's sticks.
The
Those are
bit-
fire.
Those are nice.
The
dude.
the
Those
guest
are nice.
bit continues.
It
I love
continues.
it.
I'm not eating it. I'm not
Dude,
eating it.
Yo.
Yeah, that was
Yo.
all ridiculous.
So if
I
anybody
love it.
doesn't know what that reference is, you got to look at the last episode with Brian, where he breaks out not just a Slim Jim, but the Slim Jim cheese combo. I mean, he had everything but a fucking charcuterie board on the table,
that was absurd.
dude. So I was telling him last night when I was watching it, I was pissing myself because he just pulled it out. Nobody saw it, but you could hear it obviously. And he's like, "What in the world?" And then your face, dude, you fucking whip around.
Yeah,
you were so insulted that he started yelling this shit.
It was so
We were all
loud,
just like,
dude.
what? But we found out after it was like a turkey and cheese reference
It
or
was
something.
making,
we
it
were
was
just
making
like,
fun of Steve because that's all he eats, and I made fun of
That's
him.
not
'cause-
all I eat.
Well, you're
Well, you're built like it's all you eat.
What the hell, dude?
that's what,
the hell,
that's
dude?
what he feeds his Victorian dolls. But yeah,
That
Oh,
insults.
Killing me, dude.
it's so funny,
guys are
awesome. All right, so that's all about you.
That was incredible,
with
dude.
Rob.
fucking awesome, bro.
That was good. That was good.
Real quick, I don't know you guys got things lined up, but can we talk about the golf outing?
Let's hear it.
Absolutely. I want to hear about this shit show.
So I talked to you guys a couple times about it. I talked to Steve, not that he would remember. So my big concern was driving a golf cart and trying to, because I wanted to get film while I was driving, but obviously there's a lot of shit going on. So then he pops up and was like, "Hey man, I'll drive it." I'm like, "All right, cool." So we jump in, and
idea.
you guys were teeing off right next to the clubhouse. So I mean, that was the easy shoot. And then we were following you around, and we went somewhere else and followed Nick.
Yeah, Nick DeMarco.
Yeah, Nick and his group. And then things started getting a little dicey after that. So anybody who has played, anybody who has played Valley Brook knows that the golf cart paths are not exactly the easiest to maneuver. No. I mean, there's tree roots growing over them or under them, so it's like speed bumps.
Yeah. And
then you got the tree roots themselves that are going through the path.
Yeah.
Most people, which I'm assuming you guys did, you're driving. You don't want to spill your beer. You don't want your club isn't shit shooting out of the back of the car. So you take it easy. Mm-hmm. Not Stevie IPA. No, he had that thing to the fucking floor. Every turn, bouncing up and down. That gimbal that I bought, the contraption that holds my camera to shoot video.
Yeah.
And so the night before is when I finally decided to open up. It took me 2 fucking hours to set it up because there's 3 different points where the motors have to be aligned. I mean, it was just an absolute shit show. I finally got it set up. I did all the shoots in the clubhouse beforehand. Everything came out great.
Yeah, looked good.
By the time we got to the 3rd hole, I took it out. I turned it on. It starts beeping at me. The fucking thing shoots straight up in the air. I'm like, Jesus Christ. And then, next thing you know, we're doing that, driving around like the fucking Dukes of Hazzard. I was just waiting to see like a flatbed truck or like a car carrier with the ram stand. I'm like, this is it. This is the cell going out.
I would have definitely hit that.
I know you would. But let me ask you a quick question. Awesome. Do you remember your 2 primary goals while you were in that golf cart that afternoon?
No.
No?
You sure? Did I announce them?
Oh, you did. Multiple times.
No, I don't remember. What is it?
There was a plan of execution that you wanted to lay out there. Your 2 primary goals: A, to run over Malak with the cart.
Blaylock.
I'm sorry, Malak. Different hockey player. And then to run over Mark for some odd reason.
Run over Mark.
All
right.
Your goalie.
Just so you know, I did run over somebody that day. It wasn't them two, but it was Brian, dude.
You came very close to running over Blaylock, though. Very close.
I ran over Brian.
The weeks leading up to the golf outing, he was just telling us he's going to get drunk and sabotage the event.
He wanted to drive it into a lake.
He had a couple goals.
Yeah.
I said budget in a golf cart because I'm probably going to lose one.
Yeah.
Dude, we're driving around. And he's like, at one point,
man.
actually, I forget what hole we were leaving, but we literally tore ass across the fairway as people were teeing off at the Happy Gilmore hole. You know what I mean?
That's the worst one because
it's like driving through a firing range and bouncing around and shit. And then we get out of that, and he's like, "Dude, I've had like 7 or 8 IPAs. I think you need to drive." And then we drive up, and then to kind of go back to, I think it was like 3 or 4 episodes of the pod where you were talking about the girl in the beer cart.
The
beer cart.
Yeah, she got me, I think.
No, I think you got yourself.
How?
The last time we drove up, and she's like, "Hey, what do you guys want?" And you're like, "Pick out whatever you want." And she was like, "No, well, I mean, you're like, nah, you just do it. I'll take whatever you give me." I was like, "Oh my god!"
She loaded that bucket up.
Yeah, wouldn't you for the tip?
Oh my god, dude!
And there went our budget.
Yeah, your budget sat in the
so
floor of the
another
golf
layer
cart
of the story
that I ended up adopting after he went MIA with whatever. We were at the same hole you guys started at. Yeah. I turn around, I'm like, "What the fuck is Steve?" And I hear, "Hey, buddy." And he's literally riding bitch in between 2 other people, and he just drives off into the sunset.
Let's go.
So another layer of the outing. What happened that day has been revealed. Holy shit.
Yeah, because I remember after, I think it was like the 3rd hole, you guys finally caught up with us. Then you had to go back to the clubhouse, and then you came back with like 5 beers.
Well, the thing was, he was like,
You were trying to give it to us, but we're like, we don't want any. And then I see you just splashing. All
Oh
over.
yeah, let's talk about the beer that spilled over my my 3,000-hour camera and lens.
Oh, did that
and you
happen?
told me like, oh, if you drank it faster, it would have spilled over your camera. How about if you didn't drive like a dick?
So it was your fault. It was your fault.
Totally my fault. I'm not a raging alcoholic that I had down 2 beers that were sitting in the cup holders.
I think Rob's making this up, dude.
I don't know, dude.
I don't remember any of
The
this.
one
Sounds about right.
The one piece of actual physical evidence I have is actually within the video I made for the golf outing. Where,
check that out.
Where Stevie IPA is putting.
Yeah. And
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember how that transpired?
you missed completely and then ran
Yeah, I
off.
couldn't really see
But the
hole.
build up to
I
it
was seeing a
was
couple holes, dude.
yeah,
That part of the video cracked me up.
that was Mark and Jim
Yeah.
and I forget who else was with them, but they all sank their putts, and then Steve was like, I can make putts. And they're like, my dad put a putter in my hand when I was 4 years old. I've been putting for a long time. And everyone's like, all right, man, let's see what you
I've been putting for a long
got.
time.
And he took a practice putt, which I didn't get, which sailed wide. And then he lines it up. He's all serious. And then it goes wide. Before it even breaks toward the hole, he throws the club and runs right back to
Dude,
the
that
car.
part is in the video. If you go
was
watch,
funny.
it's so funny.
It was
Dude. It
definitely
cracked me
funny.
I
up.
embarrassed myself.
All right,
I am a good putter, dude. I'm a good
we'll
putter.
see. Maybe you'll be able to prove
Sober.
yourself eventually.
Yeah, next year.
Next year. All right.
So speaking of that video, let's get into if you're a member of the UAHL and you're looking to schedule another photo shoot with Rob here, or do more with your existing one, check out our content packages on the website. They're designed to help you bring your team's brand to the next level. And what that does is it has your we have curated content that's delivered right to your inbox within weeks of scheduling. Rob can attest to that. We turn that around pretty quick.
Yep.
All you got to do is schedule it on the website. So check out Rob's work too on the Team Spotlight playlist on YouTube to see what we've delivered so far. Get an idea of what you can expect. There's only a few weeks left in the season, so head over to UHL Hockey. It's on the shop website, so go over there, book that with Rob. He's done a good job. Team Spotlights,
Absolutely.
go check them out.
Love it.
Yeah, so let's get into You Madness.
You madness. Yes. I didn't say it because Steve hates it,
Yeah,
Hate it.
but I'll do it later.
yeah, you've done it enough.
That needs to be like a sound clip where you can just add it.
Just like, I was press the button.
Yeah. Do you know why I'll do it later? Because it's true. And it's madness.
Damn it.
I want to say I saw that coming, but I didn't.
All right. All right.
didn't either.
So we're going to go over last week's
Yeah,
results.
I'll recap.
or this
I'll
past
recap
week's.
last week's results.
Let's
The
do
Rusty
it.
Division first round. Bulldogs 1 seed, 92% of the votes taking down Team Dexter Rusty. Sheep Hockey got our 3-vote handicap. Didn't matter. They took 84% of the votes against Night's Watch.
Oofa.
Paisanos.
There it is.
They got our 3. They were the 3 seed. They got our 3-vote handicap and took 58% against the South Jersey Sharks.
Yeah, that was close. That was a good matchup.
And a common theme is the 4-5 seed. You did well. You did well because they keep
They go at
they
it.
keep getting close.
Yep.
Jersey Trash was the 5th seed against Moose Hockey, who was the 4 seed. Jersey Trash got our 3-vote handicap, and they got 51% of the votes.
Wow.
Nice.
When you totaled it up, Jersey Trash ended up beating them by 2 votes. So it was very close.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with this because this is actually their jersey, unlike the recycle.
Well, the trash and recyclers have moved on. So speaking of,
They have
let's
moved on.
let's preview the Sweet 16.
We are on to the Sweet 16. All right. So the Gold Region Sweet 16, we got the number 8 Recyclers, like we said, versus the number 4 Rusty Wolves, which ironically, some of the Rusty Wolves are on the Recyclers. So it's going to be interesting.
Nice.
Yeah, a lot of them are on.
That is interesting.
Yep. Then number 3, South Jersey Warriors versus number 2, Narwhals. That wraps up the gold region. The bronze, we'll go to silver. Number 8, Sugarbush took down the number 1 Hawks.
Really?
Took down the number 1 Hawks. Took
Yeah,
down the
they-
number 1
they showed
Hawks.
up.
I just want to keep saying it. Took down the number 1 Hawks.
And
Yeah,
Lara owes me $100
I do,
that I
I
still am
bet.
going to cash in on that. at
That's
some point.
I really counted on the UAHL community showing, I think everyone knows the Hawks have better jerseys. But
Well, maybe if you guys got better refs, you'd have a better outpouring of emotion on the
Oh,
play.
there you go.
refs taking strays.
So you're going to get $100 from him, and you can put that towards the jersey you're going to buy me. So Sugarbush,
Yeah.
Sugarbush, they're going to match up against the Thundercats, number 5 Thundercats.
That will be tough.
That is tough.
Number 3 Tropics against the number 2 Koopas. Another,
I have the Tropics taking that one.
yeah,
I like
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
Me too.
I like them in person more than the pictures that Jerry took.
The Tropics.
Yeah, they're really sick. And then I actually found like pictures that Rob took, and I was like, oh, they're
Much better.
sick.
They're sick, dude.
All right, so bronze region, number 1 Rain City Pigeons versus the number 5 Beavers. That's going to be a tough one for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tough.
I mean, I don't know though, because their jersey, like I like the transition to like the Bruins colors, but there's not much to it. It just says Rain City.
I'm like a sucker for the color scheme. I don't know what it is.
like
Like
yellow?
yellow and black. Yeah, it's sick.
Okay. Well, the Beavers is the face of the league, so.
But I mean,
Get
it's
your
my
priority
first time
straight.
getting a chance to ask you guys, as far as jerseys go, is it like, what do you focus on the most? Is it the logo on the chest, or is it the actual jersey itself?
I think it's a combo. I think it's everything because if it has a sick logo, then it definitely bumps it up. But with the jersey,
Yeah.
like it can't be because
It's everything.
Well, let's just say because like the logo of Dexter Bronze is pretty cool, but it's just a plain practice jersey, so it's like you kind of lose it there.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit of everything. I think everything comes into play. No socks, no pants, no nothing else.
But see, that's like
It should have been uniform, honestly.
uniform collectively from head to toe.
Yeah, that's what
See,
it is.
I agree, but the problem with that is you have so many people that are coming in as subs. You have guys that didn't get a chance to buy socks. Like I'm with you. My OCD, like when I see a team that's full fledged head to toe, everyone's matching, everyone's coordinated. That's awesome.
Yeah.
When I see people out there in a white jersey and an eggshell white jersey and blue socks and red socks,
It's a little bit of everything.
what the fuck is this?
Yeah,
What is this,
seriously.
amateur?
What is it, a building for ants?
Zoolander.
Zoolander, yeah. It just reminds-
Thank God you had one person on here to get that.
All right, so next, this is going to be a good matchup too. The 2-3 Plugs versus Otters.
Ooh.
I don't know, dude. I like both teams,
Yeah.
both logos, but I mean, I think the Plugs got it.
Yeah, you think so? I like the Otters, man. Something about the Otters colors.
Sweet
It's just,
16 is going to be
pops
cool,
me.
man.
Yeah, it's
I
going to be
like them
awesome.
both.
I mean, it is a very angry looking animal they have on the front of the jersey,
Yep.
so that might.
With the splash in water, I think it's kind of cool.
I love the otter shit. The whole,
I do
the whole
like it.
thing, the logo, the jerseys.
Yeah.
the
They're
colors.
like one of the few teams in that division that have like legit stitched jerseys.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty
Yeah,
cool.
they're really nice.
All right, and rounding out the Sweet 16, we got the number 1 Bulldogs versus the number 5 Trash, and then the number 3 Paisanos versus the Sheep, which I think is going to be a real good one too.
Yeah.
2-3.
can't
There's
wait.
2-3 in every one is
Yeah.
2-3.
Like one of you guys were talking about the Sheep. It was either on the last pile or the one before that.
He hates it. Steve hates it.
I like the color scheme, but I think the chest logo could be something better
Yes.
because it really.
I think that's what you were saying. That's
Yeah.
exactly what you were saying.
Yeah.
Because it really is a lot like Rain City, where there's just nothing to it.
So they have one that's an S. I don't know if that's the newer one, and then I think
Yeah,
the
it's one
older
of their newer ones.
That's
the
like
new
their
one.
alternate.
I haven't seen that one yet.
And then the older one is just the sheep.
I like it. It's got like a little traditional uniqueness to it. It's
interesting.
simple, but like it's wonky. I don't
Has
know.
like old school Buffalo colors.
Yeah, it's cool.
So next week, stay tuned on Instagram. We are gonna have the
Yes,
Gold
we're
Region
gonna
out.
start the voting on the Gold Region Sweet 16. It's gonna be every other day as opposed to Monday through Thursday. So
Let's go.
I guess I'll probably do Tuesday Recyclers versus Wolves, or no, I'll do Tuesday. I'll do Warriors Narwhals and then Recyclers Wolves on Thursday. So
This
can we?
upcoming week?
Yes,
So we're not voting?
let's vote right now.
Oh.
Yeah,
For the
So-
record, I love the Wolves jerseys. I love the whole
like 'em.
yeah.
ensemble.
All right, Jared, come on.
Okay. Recyclers versus Wolves. 8 Recyclers versus 4 Wolves.
Wolves.
Yeah, Wolves. Easy. Because Recyclers don't have a jersey.
Yeah, Wolves.
Sorry.
I thought they did that.
Not gonna lie, I had to think for a second.
They
I was like, oh,
don't.
shit.
They use
They
trash.
recycled the trash jerseys.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Ironic.
I love it.
I hate
They
it.
recycle.
It's ironic. I like
Freaking
it.
hate it.
All right, Wolves.
Perfect, dude.
Here.
It's as
Now
perfect
does
as it gets.
now one thing I wanted to throw out there. Are we going to keep the 3-vote handicap?
Yeah. Yeah. Keep
I
the
wasn't
same.
sure if we should scale that with the.
Nah, keep the same thing.
All right.
Just keep it going.
Sorry,
And the
My
next
bad.
one is South Jersey Warriors versus Narwhals. Which
here it comes.
Ooh.
yeah, this one's good. I was gonna say, Steve, you don't have it up.
In honor of Veterans Day,
Ooh,
Warriors.
Warriors. I do like the Warriors.
Yeah, it's nice. There's just like a lot too.
Yeah.
I like the Narwhals. I think they're awesome.
Yeah.
But, they're pretty much the Canucks jerseys with the Narwhals logo. So not much
The Warriors
uniqueness
are,
about
Warriors
it.
are very unique.
Warriors have a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Like them. Love them. And they have two different colors. They have white.
It's one
and
with the
red.
stars, right? Yeah, I'm sold on that one.
Don't the Warriors have two different, or at least some guys on the teams? There's like two variations of the logo.
Yeah, they got like brown. They got like some of them have like brown jerseys or something. But
I think they have white
and red. Yeah.
yeah. I think it's just like their previous team branding
okay.
or something.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I like the South Jersey Warriors.
Okay.
So
So Warriors.
Warriors it is. I would have voted Narwhals for the record.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I like that whole look.
Yeah, Narwhals is cool. Who said they gave him extra points because of the G? That was you, wasn't it? You like the
Oh
G?
no, Steve said that.
Steve like
Was
the G.
is there a G hidden in the logo?
There's a G in
They
Narwhals.
spell their name with that G. And
Oh, Jesus.
Steve,
Is it the Narwhals?
Narwhals.
Yeah.
So Steve liked it.
all right, so check that out next week.
Yes.
Again, South Jersey Warriors getting the advantage along with the Rusty Wolves. So, with that being said, let's do a quick recap.
We did all the votes.
Yeah, that was it. It's
only
just
two-
doing
only
one
two
week. Oh, we're doing the
matchups.
first region.
we previewed the
sorry.
whole Sweet 16, and then we
Sorry.
zoned in on gold.
Yeah.
Jerry's thing.
region by week, my friend. I have this. You don't even look at this. He doesn't look at my emails.
I haven't looked at it, but I know it.
He has it going straight to like trash.
Yeah,
folder.
redirect.
For the record, Steve's laptop's not even on.
I see him looking at it too. Damn, exposed. Is that what he does? Is that what he does all the whole episode?
Reflection, just stroking his little beard.
Just scrolling.
Wow, the truth.
But
is
yeah,
out.
so we have the schedule planned out that it will end at our last week. The champion will be crowned.
Nice.
Nice job, dude. All right, let's recap our ASG All-Star Game selections real quick. Run through it. We did that at the end of the live episode. Would you like to continue with gold?
Sure.
The people at home can't see it, Steve.
Or not, baby?
Team 24/7, Aaron Huffnagel, Savage Monkeys, Robert Pascal, Night's Watch, Sean Lippincott, Armada Nat Accione.
Yes, sir.
Achio.
From the Silver Division, Ross Bryan from Rain City, Brett Vittorini, Eric Conlon from Aldi Ducks, Luke Viola from the Hawks, Nico Corsaro. I think you guys know where he's from. And Anthony Carello on the Bulldogs.
Pretty sure he's from Ireland.
All right, yeah. Bronze plus, we got Kevin Magnin from the Knights, Pat King, Thundercats, Sean Cox from Sheep Hockey, Jared Fish, Stars, Matt Rea, or is it Ray?
I don't know.
Rea?
You said Ray last time. Go with it.
I did Moonshine,
That's a shame.
Stephen Linville, Otters, Matt Bierman, Koopas, great name, Colin Bavetis, Jersey Trash, Chris Kirchner, Tropics, and Robert Dugan from the
Robert
Warriors.
Dugan. All right, Rob, read the bronze names.
There you go.
You gotta get familiar. You got to get familiar with them.
We got Patrick Rizzo from the Chuggernauts, John Schellenhammer from Team Dexter,
He nailed it.
Josh Taylor from the Plugs, Sarah Steer from South Jersey Sugarbush, Dennis Haynes from Camden County Warriors, and Tim Lopez from the Voorhees Recyclers.
Yes, sir. And then for goalies, we got Brad Shooksta, Robbie Mangini, Carol Kluzinski, and Danny Spencer. And then our 4 commish picks.
Let's hear it, Stevie.
Oh, he needs some
Eric,
paper. They're not very special, I guess.
Eric Berry from Rain City Pigeons, Meatball from Moonshine,
Yes, sir.
Chris Tanzola from the Bulldogs, and Chelsea Monahan from Night's Watch.
I feel like Meatball should be like a mascot at this point.
Dude, he's awesome.
He's
Meatball.
he's one of the main characters of the league. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dude, I remember in the first season when we did the interview with him.
yeah.
And he was like real serious.
Yeah,
and he said something about,
it's-
you asked him about having a pillow fight.
Yeah.
He had no idea.
No,
Like, that was a joke. He's like, why would I do that?
Yeah.
No, that's on YouTube. Go check it out. It's pretty freaking funny, dude.
Yeah.
Speaking of, if you want to hear more about our selections, go check out the video that we just published. We did it live. Kind of dove in a little bit more into like the features and what to expect. You guys want to touch base on that now, or just check out the video?
You can check out the video.
Yeah, check out the video.
Get into all the cool stuff that we're doing. We'll recap it again as we get closer.
Yeah, check out. We got a Facebook event too. Go check that out. We'll keep you all posted on what to expect. It's going to be sick. Bring your family, friends, and if you're not playing, come hang out.
Yeah, come hang out.
So I'm curious, how many of you guys thought I was going to fuck up Schellenhammer's name?
He did.
I did every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
nailed it.
You nailed it.
He did good.
Yeah.
Schallenhammer.
Hammer.
Shumi, Swami,
Samsonite.
I think I said
way
Heimer.
off.
Way off.
I said Heimer, I think.
You did. You said
Schallenheimer.
Schallenheimer.
Yeah.
It's all right.
All right, man.
You did great.
Let's run through our league updates real quick. This week, well, I guess you're not going to be showing any. You want to edit in some highlights from the Koopa Stars?
I thought you were going to timestamp it.
Yeah, I can timestamp it. I meant for
For the pod?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Well, check that out on YouTube as well.
Well,
You
much
too.
going on.
It's on there, guys. It's up there.
Stars ran away with that one.
Yeah.
Little 10-0 mercy rule. Next week, though, we've had one planned for quite some time.
Uh-oh.
Dusty Beavers taking on the Rusty Wolves.
Game of
Sunday.
the week.
And this
Let's
week's game of the
go.
week.
And we do have a little wager going on. Did I tell you guys
Oh,
about the
shit,
wager?
no. Let's hear it.
So Tom, the captain from the Wolves, he's like, how about we put a little wager?
Oh, this is
Let's hear it.
beautiful.
Let's hear it. So if the Wolves win, I have to wear a Wolves jersey on the next pod.
Oh, I like that.
You're definitely wearing that thing.
And
Absolutely.
how dare you?
Just throwing that out there.
And if we win, when we win,
You have to wear a Victorian dress from the dolls in
Yes.
Steve's basement.
so originally we said he's got to wear a Beavers jersey to his next game, but that's not good enough because I'm going to be on camera. That's going to be forever on YouTube.
Yeah.
Wearing this jersey, that's probably going to burn my skin.
You're acting like it's a Penguins jersey.
The team that you created, by the way.
I did create. But I want to switch it up, Tom. I'm looking at you.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
You're coming to the All-Star game.
Yeah,
you
there
need
you
to
go.
wear a Beavers jersey to the All-Star game.
There'll be footage of that. There will be footage of that.
So I'm switching it up.
Rob will
if
get some
I
good
gotta
pictures of it.
if I gotta wear it on camera, you gotta wear it to the All-Star
And
game.
I'll even make it a point to ask him, sir, why are you wearing such jerseys?
Yes. Beautiful. We are interviewing him.
Nice.
I like it, dude.
Yeah.
The problem is you got to win, though.
Yeah.
I want to say I'd be willing to sub for you guys, but I think I might have to up my insurance policy just to get step ice on the with the Rusty division.
Yeah.
That
It's interesting.
madness.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, the last game I ran pretty hard into the boards. Like
Well, I mean, that's like an ongoing thing with Rusty. You're either running into the boards, you're running into other players, or you're running other players into the net. Oh, and by the way, no penalties.
no. Because
penalties, Steve.
it's hard to call. So
It's all
here's-
like, he can barely see.
Well,
He's
here's
all right.
my thing. It's hard to call that is because it's more of people just running into each other rather than somebody deliberately
Maliciously.
tripping or anything. Some are definitely missed calls, but again, it's like reffing like little kids playing soccer. Like they just run into each other, and it's like I don't know.
But at the same time, though, it's like, what about the negative reinforcement of actually making the calls to prevent people from doing it again?
But that's the thing. Nobody can. Like you can't. Like I can't stop. I'm running into that damn board. Like, it's like
I'm sure there is some that can be called, though.
yeah.
That's
Some
a
some
good
could be
point. That's a
called.
good point.
I mean, I get why the refs don't, because I mean, obviously,
It's tough.
The skill set's not quite
Yeah.
there, and it's hard to
Usually
control the movement. It's not like you're out there playing. It's not like you're
Yeah.
bowling.
No, right. I mean, they do call some, so it's definitely it's hit or miss. Listen, they're human.
Yeah.
It happens. It's
Rusty
tough.
refs are typically the newer ones, too.
Yeah,
They
so
usually
it's-
get put on those games
and
because
we-
they're learning.
Yeah, and we do have which is tough to do, but we do have 2 refs this year, which is a lot better, and everybody's rusty, so we're trying.
Everybody's rusty. All right, real quick.
go.
We did kind of just list all of our all stars, so that's a good good recap of the stats. I just want to go through the playoff picture real quick. We're going into week 10, not far off.
Season's flying, man.
It really is. So obviously gold right now sitting in the 1 seed, Team 24/7, Armada in the 4 seed, then Savage Monkeys in the 2 seed, and Night's Watch in the 3 seed. Silver, tight race. Well,
Very.
tight race after the 2nd seed.
Yeah,
Rain City's got number 1. Not locked up, but
almost.
almost. So Rain City's sitting in the 1 seed right
How
now.
are you guys still holding on to 4?
Barely.
Guys are beating me
For
to it.
dear life.
Team Dex,
Isaiah knows right behind you.
so Team Dexter's sitting in the 2 seed. Multi Ducks in the 3 seed with they're 2 points behind them, and the Hawks hanging on to the 4 seed by 1 point with the Paisanos and Bulldogs both 1 point behind them.
The game in hand, though.
Bulldogs only have, 2 wins?
3. They have
wins.
3 in a row.
Yeah.
Oh, look at them.
And we got them Monday.
Monday. So the winner of that game, Monday, will slide into that 4th spot.
Did they start turning around when they got new threads?
Yeah.
They,
No,
they did
shocker.
the same thing last season. They're like the Bengals.
They do the same thing. They always start off 0-5, 0-6, and then they go on a run. Last season, they just missed the playoffs, but they almost did it. It came down
know.
to the last game
It did.
of the season, but they're right in there, man.
Do they get ringers or is it just
No,
it's
I don't know.
They
They
have
just-
a good roster. They have a hard time getting people to come, I think, maybe in the beginning. Or
I think that they had a problem with defense. In the beginning, they kind of just worked out the kinks, but Again, yeah, Monday, Hawks versus Bulldogs. Whoever wins takes over that playoff spot.
All right.
How many weeks do we have left?
3.
3. We have 4 games left. Everybody else has 3 left. Team Dexter has 4 as well because we have to make up that game. But 3 for everybody else but us.
Yeah, thanks, Phillies.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, sir. All right, going on the Bronze Plus here. Knights sitting at 8-1 in the first seed with 16 points. Right behind them is the Thundercats at 7-2 with 14 points. Sheep Hockey 7-2 with 14 points in the third seed, and they're like 6 goals behind them in differential. So real
That's
tight.
Yeah.
Real tight. And then Stars right behind them, 2 points at 6-3 in the fourth seed. Moonshine, dude, this is crazy. All right, Moonshine's 5-3-1 in the fifth seed with 11 points. Otters right behind them with 10 points. On the outside looking in, 1 point behind. Koopas are 2 points behind them. So Bronze Plus is going to be crazy, with like winding down here.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, moving on to Bronze. Chuggernauts sitting in first at 6-2 with 12 points. Team Dexter in second with 10 points. Plugs in third with 9 points. And then South Jersey Sugarbush and Camden County Warriors both right behind the Plugs with 8 points. So should be crazy.
Camden County Warriors making a push.
Yeah.
They've gotten some wins lately. Same thing with the Stratosphere Stars, man. They kind of started off slow and now they're working their way back up.
Yeah.
But
I mean, they have the playoff spot now, so.
yeah, the Warriors are just goal differentials keeping them out.
Yeah.
So
Yes, sir. All right, moving on to Bronze here. Oh, wait, did I do Bronze already? Sorry.
yeah, Rusty.
Going down the Rusty.
All right.
Moose Hockey.
Yeah, Moose is commanding. First, 6-1. Rusty Wolves back into second. They were, I think, were they fourth? No, they were in third. So they're 5-2. Team Dexter 5-3. Narwhals at 3-7. Dusty Beavers 1-6.
I'm sorry, was that cough?
Yeah, I had something in my Dusty Beavers are at 1-6.
5 games left though.
5 games. Yeah, we are a couple games in hand.
You guys need a win. It starts this week.
Yes.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Listen, the Narwhals, the most they can get is 10 points.
Yeah.
Right. You guys can get what 12?
Yeah. So we can make. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Playoff picture is still open for us.
Still alive.
Very much in
Yes.
play.
You're still alive, but you gotta get wins now.
Absolutely. We got to start. We got to start on Sunday.
Hey,
Or
man, if
today.
if D5 can make it, you can make it.
Yes, D5 can make. Yes, you're right.
Let's go.
Charlie Conway, love it.
Yeah, so
I hated that movie.
It was such bullshit. Like, and the second one was even worse. Like, there's no way
was
they're
bad.
just going to let some kid from East Compton onto the U.S. Olympic team. Get the hell out of here.
But they did name a segment for me, the knuckle puck question, so I
There
took
you
it
go.
from there.
There you go.
But yeah, so Rusty Division still open. There's still a lot of movement. I think it's mostly between us and Narwhals, but
Yeah, you guys are gonna fight for that last spot.
yeah, pretty much.
But again,
We got to start. I know we got to step it up. We got to step it up. We got to score.
you say that every week.
I know.
You know what you need? You need Bascal as a bench coach.
Yeah,
yeah, he'll do it.
That could help.
as a coach,
Call him up.
maybe.
Like, all right, man. All right, I'll be there. All right, cool.
Oh, man.
Oh boy.
All right. Moving on to Larry's Look Ahead, now brought to you by our Rusty Division sponsor. Speaking of Rusty, get sportswear. Don't forget, if your teams are looking for a style upgrade, these guys specialize in custom designed uniforms and apparel, and they're helping us take our team stores to the next level. I won't drag this on. If you're looking for early access to UAHL customs, go to the link in our Instagram bio and you can sign up there. We got plenty of stuff for you guys. Commissioner's notes.
Yeah, so again, All-Star game is November 25th at 7 p.m. Try to get there a little early. If you're a spectator, definitely get there, half hour early or so, take part in everything else that we got going on.
Yes, sir.
What else do I usually talk about?
I don't know. I have a couple things to add to that. Our gallery is live by, of course, Rob Cella and Bob, Photo Bob.
Photo Bob, Photo Rob.
It's completely updated. I think we have all of our teams in there.
Every team has photo now.
Yeah, you can check out past events, all the photos from this season, last season, playoffs, all-star games. Go check that out with the link in our bio. And, of course, we have a unique link from Comcast for discounted Flyers tickets as well. That's in our bio, too. Don't forget about that.
Yes.
Don't forget to take advantage.
Yes.
You're welcome.
We'll have to go, we'll have to go
Larry
check out a
took
game.
over again.
I just wanted to bring up a couple notes because you were like, what do I talk about?
Again, Winter Classic, February 16th through the 18th. Get prepared for that. Get ready to go.
Yep.
We're going to start pushing that.
Just so you
after the
know,
All-Star
we have
game.
a lot of Rusty interest So might have a Rusty.
Let's go.
Yeah, I would love
Which would
that.
be cool. All
We'll
right.
start pushing that after the. What were we going to say?
All-Star event.
I mean, would it work if the entire Rusty division joined that tournament?
We could do it.
Yeah, we can do it.
We can do it.
Come on, boys, get on it.
Let's go,
Yeah.
baby.
And there's we gotta hopefully teams from other areas that have D level. So Rusty would apply to any over 40 division, any over 35 division. That's like a C or not C, D level, and any over 50 would qualify.
And anybody
for
that
Rusty.
wants to play hockey.
That's it.
Well, I meant for Rusty.
Anybody with a pulse and a hockey stick, come join us.
But again, we definitely got a lot of interest for bronze teams too. So
Oh, nice.
I just want to have that bronze. Trust me, I like watching the good teams, But I would rather like when I say that good gold level teams.
Yeah, exactly.
But I would much rather,
Especially in
have,
tournaments, dude, because everyone shows up like quick pace. It's crazy.
Yeah, I would much rather watch the bronze.
So how many
Like that
divisions are you
large.
having? 3 as of right now?
Don't know. We're just gauging. We're just
Depends on interest.
depends on interest. So it's tough because you're going to have sometimes we'll have 3 teams that are in it for a C level, but it's not enough to have the thing. But
Right.
there's so I'm trying to get ahead of it. But again, we have 16 bronze teams essentially that would qualify. That would probably be in the same tier. So definitely should be able to get quite a bit. So I would love to have
Sweet.
as many as possible. I got to kind of figure out our capacity still, but
Yeah.
should be good.
Yeah. So you'll see a lot about that after, of course, our Dusty Claws for a cause.
That's it. That's where I was going to go into. So, Dusty Claus for a cause. What? You're going. Okay. You're not done yet. Go. Sorry.
If you have not yet received, well, I keep getting cut off for my commission notes. Dude.
Sure.
I got some notes.
Go.
I got notes.
Is that all right?
You didn't ask what you talk about. I was trying to
I
help
was
you,
just
but
kidding.
good.
It was the bit.
Okay.
All right. So
I got to get up this feed.
the playoff schedule was sent to your captain. So if you did not receive that from your captains yet, reach out to them. We can't move any of these games around. So what you see is what it's going to be. We don't have any room. We're trying to get this done before Christmas. So right now it's on schedule to get done before then. So definitely make plans. You have well over a month to figure that out. Not that you know what your seed is, but you'll have an idea of where you're going to be
Love it.
or when it's going to be.
Love it.
So
Beautiful.
Dusty's Cup.
Dusty's come. There she is.
There she is.
Right there.
Jerry
All
will,
her glory.
Jerry will never touch it.
The only time I will is setting that up.
With the
It's the only cup at a hockey rink you cannot drink beer out of.
Yes.
No.
And the Paisanos sure as hell tried, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
That's funny.
I didn't know.
We got to get an extra one.
I told them they couldn't. It was one of their. It was one of their
What happened that
bucket list items. I'm like, sorry.
I mean, truthfully, they were just going to go back there with a pot of marinara and just start serving people.
night? Mixing their pasta
They're
in
dipping
there.
bread in there. and
Yeah.
shit.
Fantastic.
All right, go ahead, buddy.
You done?
Yeah.
That was great. That was great commission notes. All right. So, You Charities, presented by You Charities, Dusty Claus for a Cause, partnered with Nemours Children's Hospital in Wilmington, Delaware, to help raise funds and support their child life program. So, during the holiday season, the U Crew would like to continue to help support this cause and put together our first annual Dusty Claus for a Cause. With your help, our goal is to donate as many gifts as possible to Nemours Children's Hospital to keep all the children from tots to teens uplifted and entertained during even the most difficult hospital stay. So I don't know if hopefully everybody saw. I visited the hospital this past week to hand in the check from the golf outing. We donated $1,000, which was unbelievable. And I took a tour of their floor where they have their child life program, and I don't know. It was tough. It was definitely tough to be there, having 2 kids of my own and just seeing all those kids in there, and it was definitely eye opening. And this is a great freaking cause, and really proud to partner with them. And they were very excited for us too.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Happy to
So.
have us. We're going to have a box set up at Flyers Training Center
Yes.
where you can drop off your gifts.
Yep. And we will forward out that email again that I sent. We've already had, we have 7 teams already reach out. Nice. So I'm going to shout them out. Hawks, Beavers, Wolves, Moose, Narwhals, Koopas, and Stars.
Nice.
Yeah. So
thank you,
mostly
everybody.
Rusty teams. I think some of your emails may have went to spam.
So maybe you can send them out.
Yeah, I'll send them
forward
out.
it. Steve will forward it out again, and then just take a look at it. All the links are there. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to me.
Yeah.
My phone number's on there. My email. Find me on Instagram. I don't care where you contact me. Let me know, and I'll give you all the details.
Is there any thoughts about going there in costume?
Yes.
Yes, Dusty
Yeah.
may take a trip down.
Dusty Claus may be going down there.
So on the box at Flyers Training Center, we're going to have a QR code that would take you to the Amazon list, right?
Yes.
So if you're at the rink playing and you see it, scan it with your phone. You can ship it to your house, drop it off on the thing. We're going to work on. I think we can have it shipped directly to the rink, but I gotta get that.
Yeah, don't do that just yet. For now, either wait or for now just ship it to your home and just bring it in, and then you can just drop it off at in the box.
Yeah,
and then we will don't wrap it. We will wrap it. We'll put your team sticker on it. But if you can, just let me know. So because I'm tracking all the donations, so I know what you donated, so we know who to
Yeah, write your team name on the box or something.
Yeah, you can do that too.
Easy. Yeah.
Cool.
Look for Dusty Claus on the box.
Dusty Claus, you can't miss him. It's a big beaver in a Santa hat.
Yeah.
No beard?
Beautiful.
Not the image, not the cartoon beaver, but the real beaver. He may have some more similarities to Santa Claus.
There you go.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
It'll be very cool. I'm very excited about it. Yeah, all of it.
That'd be fun.
All right, y'all. It's been fun.
Yes.
Just want to remind you guys to consider leaving a comment on this, this episode on YouTube. Any questions, comments, anything we would like to get you guys involved in the conversation. Shout you all out, and that's it.
Yep. Thank you to Rob. And one last shout out to the veterans, all the veterans out there. Thank you so much for your service. We salute you. You appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Hopefully, I won't be on the verge of retirement before I get my next invite, but I appreciate it.
Dude, this was freaking awesome, bro.
Thanks,
I'm
Rob.
really glad we did this.
Yeah.
I'm really glad we did this.
You're a great guest.
Really been looking forward to it.
Hell yeah.
Awesome.
All right, boys.
Post pod stogies.
Let's get it.
So
Let's go.
Peace.
See you guys.